I don't know. I've been thinking about that and like, how do we get better at seeing what's valuable instead of seeing what's popular? I've been fascinated by the top thought of the Hank Aaron Award and the MVP are too often both unanimous and it's the same person. We
Right.
need to drive a wedge in there. And Pete would say from his looking, because value is traded in game. And so if Shohei Ohtani leads off the game with a home run, that's fantastic. But that value is going to ebb quite often in a game. And the key moments, the things that matter, they show up. And these season-long numbers like WPA over the whole season is muddy. But if you look at the individual games when they rise to a certain level, you start to see value, even if the player is a low-grade player, if they were big at the right time. So I don't know. I've been thinking about that and like, how do we get better at seeing what's valuable instead of seeing what's popular?
I mean, it drives me crazy that I spent years arguing for looking at wins above replacement, and now that's all they look at. But we have this other cool thing which measures how impactful the guy actually was. That's where the value is, right?
Yeah.
I don't know who was more valuable, Cal Raleigh or Aaron Judge. But if I needed to know, if somebody said, "Hey, this is part of your job," well, I would look at everything, not just this one thing.
And I would submit that Shohei wasn't even the most valuable player the last 2 years on his team, that somebody else was. I've seen the games and I've looked at him, and there's a lot of times when Shohei is incredible. I love watching him. This is not a knock on him, but somebody else was the guy in that game. And I would say there's a grade of quality of value. So yes, Shohei hitting a single shot home run during the game is valuable, but when you win 12-2, it's hard to discern who is the most valuable in the game. So there's a distilling of value that has to happen.
Right.
And when you have a pitcher go 7 innings and allow 1 run, that's among the most valuable things a player can do on a field in a game.
Yep.
But we don't even Brewers had the best record in the National League, and they didn't have anybody who was valuable on that team apparently. And that's like, come on, man.